Hey, I'm Jonny Rashid, one of the pastors for Circle of Hope, and I want to share a message with you that I hope is encouraging because Sundays aren't enough. We're in the season of Lent. Lent is a season of contemplation around our own sin, our own complicity in death, and participation in it. We don't have to stretch very far to see that now because we're in the middle of a deadly pandemic and death is all around us. We can clearly see that something is wrong, that Jesus needs to make right. And he will do that on the cross. He will do that in the coming resurrection. But for this season, we're reflecting on the death around us and looking towards the life that Jesus provides. And one way that we're doing this is by creating altars that I invite you to make too. It's a real simple thing to do. Take a piece of paper and fold it so you have 6 different squares. And you place something on each of the squares that we direct you to. The first week, it was something you were going to throw away. And the second week, it's something fragile. What I elected to put this week for something fragile was, I don't know if you can see this, there. It's a flower. It's a flower that is, it's drying up and it's going to go away. The reason I did that is because Jesus tells his disciples and the people that he's speaking to on the Sermon on the Mount not to worry. And he makes reference to the lilies of the field. He says, "Why do you worry about clothes? Notice how the lilies in the fields grow? They don't wear themselves out with work and they don't spin cloth. But I say to you, even Solomon is the king of Israel, in all of his splendor wasn't dressed like one of these. If God dresses grass in the field so beautifully, even though it's alive today and tomorrow it's thrown into the furnace, won't God do much more for you?" And then he says, "You people of weak faith." I feel like my faith is weak too sometimes and fragile. And I have to lean on the fact that Lily is even more fragile and weak than I am. God dresses the grass with them, and I'm praying for a similar blessing for myself. So I hope God will take this offering of this fragile plant and fill it with new meaning and new life, and return it to me so that I am also filled with new meaning and new life. So go ahead, try and make your altar and share it around. When you post it, write a hashtag #LifeThroughDeath so that we can all see it. Okay.